Okay, so now I want to jump in and talk about my pack that got me started, and that is our fresh pack, because nobody wants to be stinky, nobody wants to feel icky and dirty. And so this is a fantastic pack to get started with, to help you feel fresh, to start detoxing your body and pull out those toxins and chemicals. And this is called the Fresh Pack. So when, just on a regular basis, you guys can go Google this when we get off. This isn't some number I've made up. We, on a regular basis, are introduced on a daily basis to over 500,000 toxic chemicals in our environment. Our carpet has toxins in it. The products our beds are made out of have toxins in it. The paint on our walls, the stuff in our cars, the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, the chemicals in the refrigerator, all of these things are floating around, and we are breathing them and we are ingesting them, because anything that goes onto our skin is absorbed into our body. So we have all these toxins just coming at us, and our bodies can't filter through them at the rate that God created them to filter at, because we weren't supposed to live in these toxic environments. So we have this awesome product called Hot Springs Mineral Soak, and this is our detox, and it has 4 ingredients in it. And I'm going to tell you about each of those 4 in detail, because it makes a huge difference, and most of those are in the rest of our products. It has ancient sea salt, which has 65 trace minerals, one of those being magnesium, which our body needs to function. It has MSM, which is a sulfur compound. It's a food grade sulfur compound that's derived from the rainwaters in North Dakota when they are evaporated. So it is extremely pure and clean. And it gives us sulfur, and every cell in our body needs sulfur. And then it has bentonite clay. Bentonite clay is calcium. Every cell in our body needs calcium in order to do the proper functions that it needs to do on a daily basis. So, and then it has baking soda, which helps to clean and pull out. So the bentonite clay and the baking soda are going to draw the toxins out. They're going to draw out the bacteria. They're going to draw out the fungus. They're going to draw out the parasites, if you have that. They're going to draw out the viruses and the heavy metals and the free radicals and all that crap that builds up in our body on a daily basis. And it's going to pull that all out. And then the MSM and the ancient sea salt are going to remineralize our bodies. So you're able to do this foot soak or bath soak. You can do either one, and you're going to have all the crap pulled out while all the good is being put back in. It's actually fantastic. So when you get started, I always suggest that you get this product so that you can get the garbage out. So when you start putting the good stuff in, your body is able to absorb it properly. It feels better, and you're like, oh, I can feel a difference, instead of just, okay, I'm putting this on me, but I'm not noticing any difference, because your body's already backed up. Your body's already clogged. So I always suggest that you do one of these 3 times when you first get started, 3 times to just really pull out that crap. Wait 48 hours, do it. Wait 48 hours, do it. So 3 times in about a week's period. So that is the first product that I'm going to talk about in our fresh pack. The next one is our body wash. And I'm going to talk about the man wash too, because I've got a few men on here, and we do have a man pack specifically for you. It smells awesome. I love it when my husband gets out of the shower after, he walks past, I'm like, oh, you smell good. So our body wash is got distilled water, Castile soap, and peppermint and lemongrass. That's it. So the cool thing about our body wash is it's going to strip off the grease and the grime and the dirt without taking off our natural oils, without taking off the good things, the pH that our body needs to stay at. So most body washes have dyes, fragrances, and alcohols, which are 3 very known, not allergens, irritation. They cause irritants. There we go. Irritants to our skin. The alcohol strips your body, strips all of the good oils and the pH and everything. So it makes your body unbalanced and dry. The fragrances cause mental health issues, and they cause growth issues. And the dyes cause aggression and irritation. And there's like a whole bunch of other things. Like, I can post graphics if you guys want. I have tons of info. But you don't want those in your body. And almost every body wash has all 3 of those things, and sometimes multiple. They'll have yellow dye, blue dye, red dye. They'll have 2 or 3 fragrances, and they'll have 2 or 3 alcohols. This has 4 ingredients. So you know that it's going to be safe for your body. It's going to take off the junk, but it's not going to hurt you. And then same way with the man wash, just different essential oils. So it's got patchouli and cedarwood, which just smells so good. And then our Mimi's Mud and our deodorant. So our Mimi's Mud is our detox for your face and your armpits. And if you have folds anywhere in your body that tend to get sweaty, build up, cheesy, you don't want that. Put this in there and it's amazing. My 9-year-old came to me yesterday and he was like, Mom, my armpits are starting to stink. I need deodorant. So I said, oh, honey, just go put on some Mimi's Mud. You probably have a lot of toxins that are built up in your body. So he went and put this on. And about 5 minutes later, I was like, hey, smell your armpits. And he's like, they smell delicious. I'm like, right? Because this kills the bacteria that causes you to stink. So you're not stinking anymore. So I put this on my armpits at least once a week, sometimes more, just depending. If I'm like out working in the yard and getting stinky, I'll put it on afterwards, but at least weekly. When you first start though, I would suggest the first 5 to 7 showers, just to make sure you really get your lymph nodes cleaned out so they can absorb the good things and so that you don't have the stinky issue. And then the deodorant. And our deodorant is our product with the most ingredients. It has 17 ingredients in it. And the reason why I share that is because a lot of people say the less ingredients, the better the product. The less ingredients, the better the product if those are bad ingredients. But when they're good ingredients and your body needs all of those things, you want it to have a lot of ingredients in it. So this has 17. It has olive oil and grapeseed oil and bentonite clay and MSM powder and olive leaf extract and potassium iodine, which our body needs iodine, green tea extract and fenugreek and zinc oxide and chlorophyll and vitamin E oil and a whole bunch of essential oil ones. So it's really going to give your body the minerals, the vitamins that it needs. And when you put things under your armpits, it absorbs almost 100% into your body. So you're able to get those vitamins and minerals really quickly. When you eat foods, because of the acids and stuff in your stomach, you actually only absorb about 40% of the nutrition in your foods that you eat. But when you put it on your skin, you absorb about 60%, all the way up to 100%, just depending on where it goes on your body. So that's just something to keep in mind. A lot of people are like, well, I eat healthy, I take a vitamin. You can get way more vitamins through your skin, which is why our products are so different from others. Okay, any questions? If not, I'll keep going, but I just wanted to take a little break and see if anybody has questions.
How do we type it if we need to type a question?
Down at the bottom, there's a little thing that says chat.
Let me see, chat. I don't see that on mine. Let me see.
Let's see if I can bring it up on my phone and I'll show you. Hang on a second. You're on your phone?
Oh, I see it now. Yeah,
oh, you do?
I found it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can just type it in there. Or you can ask.
One question. Yeah, one question. Are these products like hypoallergic? So because I'm very allergic to a lot of things, but would I be safe when I use it if I'm allergic to stuff?
Okay, so usually the reason why our bodies have allergies and intolerances is because we have buildup in our kidneys and liver. And so when you flush that out, your body is not going to be, it's not necessarily that it's allergic. Most of the time, it's an intolerance. Allergies are when you're actually like, I'm going to die if I eat that. And intolerance is when you get like a rash, you get a scratchy throat, watery eyes, you know, those types of things. That is an intolerance. And so when it's an intolerance, it's usually because the buildup of toxins that our body can't flush it out. And so we're like, nope, can't take anything more in. Nope. And so we start rejecting things. And so if you start having a lot of intolerances, it's because your body needs to detox. And when you detox it, you'll notice, oh, look, I'm not allergic to that anymore. I'm not intolerant to that anymore. Since using True Love, I was allergic to or intolerant to like 9 different things. And since switching over and using True Love and eating better, and I've done food detoxes as well, all of those are gone and I can eat all of the different things. So
wow.
that's been really nice.
So do you have like to eat or cleanse your body with something specifically first, like pills or diet or anything like that?
This is going to work wonders. Like literally the bentonite clay it's not a miracle because I think it's a miracle, but it's not a miracle because it's not like some random thing that happens. It's actually scientific and you can go look it up. But the bentonite clay is phenomenal at cleaning you out. And so it's in almost all of our products and it's in this one. But so when you get into this, like a lot of people think, I'm just going to open it for you because this is mine. And so I can show you guys what it looks like. But a lot of people think that it's going to look like a, Epsom salt or something like that. It's not. And Epsom salt is actually really not good for our bodies. A lot of people are like, oh, it helps with aches and pains because magnesium helps with aches and pains. And Epsom salt is a form of magnesium, but it's a form of magnesium your body can't dissolve. So it absorbs it, but it can't dissolve it. And so you get water retention, you get headaches, you get all kinds of actually bad side effects from using it. So if you need to do a soak and you need to have magnesium right away, use ancient sea salt, because that is good for your body. But as you can see, it's like a powder.
Okay.
So
it is something that you ingest or something that you put in a bath?
This you put in your bath or in your foot soak.
Okay.
So you can ingest, but not this one. If you buy a food grade one from like Amazon, and I can totally walk you through that because I also educate people on how to do food detoxes. If there's something you want, you can message me and we will go over that. But you can ingest bentonite clay, but you don't just actually, like, you won't just drink it or eat it. What you will do is you will take 2 tablespoons, put it into like a big pitcher of water, let it sink down to the bottom. It's going to charge the water to be negatively charged. So then it just sinks to the bottom. You drink the water off the top. You won't taste it. You won't, like, it's down at the bottom. Don't stir it because then it tastes like mud. So you just drink the water off the top and it's going to help flush that out, because as it goes through you, negatively charged, all of those toxic, positively charged toxins and chemicals and free radicals and stuff are going to connect to it. And then you're just going to pee it out. It's pretty freaking amazing. Like, wow. I love bentonite clay.
Great.
Okay. So that's where I always say to get started, because that way you're able to really clean your body out before you start using our products. However, I have had multiple people tell me I'm allergic to this essential oil or that essential oil or this ingredient. And they have tried our products after, like, hey, just try it. We have a 60-day money back guarantee. If it doesn't work, you get your money back. And they have fallen in love with it and been like, I haven't been able to use products in years. One lady told me she could use like one soap and no shampoo. She hadn't shampooed in years because she couldn't find a shampoo that could work, like all these things. And now she's like, I can use your products and it's amazing. And it's because there's no preservatives, there's no chemicals of any kind. And so it's all literally just ingredients from Mother Earth. Okay, did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. Yes, it does.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so the next set that I want to talk about is our facial set, which I kind of already mentioned. And it is our sun-kissed. So if you're looking it up, it's our sun-kissed pack. And it looks like this. And it's a 4-step process. And when I used to, like, be younger years, I was like, a 4-step process. Nobody has time for 4 steps. Oh, but our 4-step process, I promise, it goes really fast. I've timed myself. I can do the whole thing in under a minute. And your face feels so good. It looks so good. And it is so much healthier. So this, again, I already talked about our soap, so I'm not going to go into detail, but you start with your facial wash, right? So you want to strip off the dirt. You want to strip off the grime. You want to get your pores open and ready to absorb the goodness, right? And then we feed them with our healthy cell formula, which is our glow. So again, you stir it up. I'm just going to show you guys. I'm going to do it on my hands instead of on my face, because I want you to see the what it's like and how freaking awesome it is, because I love this product. This is one of my favorite products. So I can't tilt it too much because I will spill it all over my keyboard, but you stir it up because it separates. So you really got to stir it pretty well. And this is the first time because this is a new jar. So hang on a second, gotta stir. Okay, so once it's all stirred up, then what you do, it's like when you get one of those peanut butter jars that's separated, got the oil at the top, right? Okay, so you get it stirred up. See how much is on there? That's way too much. So I'm gonna scrape the edges off, and I'm just gonna do a little dip. Probably that much, okay? Like literally, you just don't need very much at all. And then what you do, this is one of my favorites too. This is just straight magnesium and water. And so then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna spray your face, and I'll spray my face, but I'm still just gonna put this part on my hand because I've already put this on my face today. But this just feels good, and I love having magnesium. So you spray your face 5-6 times, then you spray your hand and you start rubbing. And this is minerals, right? You want this on your body. So then you start rubbing it onto your face. It's not an exfoliant. It feels gritty because it's got that magnesium. It's got the olive leaf. It has the MSM, but you don't want to exfoliate. So don't scrub. You want it to melt into your skin, okay? So then you just rub it in until it dissolves. And sometimes there will be too big of a particle that doesn't dissolve. And so you just wait till your skin dries and then just rub it off. But your body feels so much better. And I actually like putting it on my hands. If you have really dry hands, it actually makes your hands feel really good. And so that is steps 2 and 3 is the glow and the mineral mist. And then once your face dries for less than a minute, 45 seconds to a minute, you just dust off any, like I said, sometimes you'll have the dry particles that didn't dust off, dust those off, and then you put on the moisturizer, and it's called Silk. And it feels so silky. I think Carol's probably the only one in here that's tried it. So I might have you share in just a second, but it feels so silky soft. And you put that on your face, and that's your moisturizer. And you want to remember your face, your neck, and this is called your décolleté, is all the same type of skin. So you want to treat it all the same. You want to wash and moisturize and mineralize all the same, because otherwise you're going to have a really young looking face and this old wrinkly neck, and nobody wants that. So make sure you take care of it all the same. But this is these first 2 that I talked about, our Wart Pack, which is our flagship product, and our Sun-Kissed Pack are our #1 selling products because people see such a difference. And this is the set that, remember, I told you, my son, within 2 weeks, we were noticing a change in his attitude. And it was so much so that when he started acting out, I was like, when's the last time you washed your face? When's the last time you put on that glow? And he's like, been like 3 days. I'm like, I can tell. Like it was such a difference for him because he was able to function better. We realized that he had such a buildup of toxins in his liver that was a huge reason why he had so much aggression. And giving him all those different medications were building up toxins in him, because medication is not good for you most of the time. And so when we were able to detox him from that, his attitude just started to improve a lot. Okay, so Carol, will you just share your experience with the Sun-Kissed Pack, whatever you want to share, just so that it's not just me sharing, and that they can have a testimonial from another person.
Sure. I think it's been about 3 weeks now. It's either been 2 or 3 weeks now that I've been using it. I don't remember. The first day was when I sent you the pictures. So, and I'm on my phone right now, so I can't look that up, but I think it's been about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think we're right, starting probably the 4th week actually, because I think it was right after my dad's funeral, and that was like the 10th of June. So
right. And I mean, I was looking for something more for aging, anti-aging and stuff. But I'd been using something else that I really liked, but it was super expensive. So I was just, looking for something different, and I liked the simpleness of it, and they're all natural, well, not all natural ingredients, but mother, what do you call it?
Mother Nature Fresh. Yes.
Mother Nature Fresh. Yes. Today was my first day back at work after being off for 7 weeks. So.
Oh boy.
Matter of fact, there's something I wanted to ask you about too, but we haven't quite got to that product yet. But I've noticed a big difference in my skin the last few weeks, and I really enjoy using the products and everything. So I just realized too, I'm probably using a little too much of the glow.
Oh yeah. And you know what? I did that at first, and I actually started breaking out down here. I started getting really bad breakouts, and I couldn't figure out why. So I contacted our CEO and I was like, what's going on? And she was like, oh, you're using too much. Your body can't absorb it all. So it's trying to reject it back out. So if you do notice when you start using it, if you do notice that you're getting breakouts, back off on the product. Don't use so much. I'll let you talk in just one second. But what I do is I do the glow in the morning and not this. And then at night, I do this. I don't do them at the same time because then I do feel like my skin just has too much moisture on it.
Yeah. Yeah, but and I also noticed too that because I coupled it also with the eye cream for wrinkles.
I love our eye cream.
I just turned 50 on July 6th.
You look so good. Seriously, you look so good.
Thank you.
This is our
But I'm really enjoying it. But I noticed, I mean, yeah, I don't have my products right here with me, but I can tell you, you don't hardly use any of it.
Yeah.
And these little, I mean, it looks like, you know, the tubs are kind of small and everything, but when I realized how much little that you actually use, I'm probably going to be using the same products for like 6 months.
Yeah.
If not longer.
Yeah.
So
you should
because
go
I mean,
put a date.
even over the last 3 weeks, I barely made a dent in them. So.
Yeah. Go write a date on them because that's what I did when I very first started because I wanted to test that theory.
So
they say they last 4 to 6 months. And I was like, really? So I wrote a date on it and my deodorant lasted 5 months. And I was pretty impressed. Like, cause it's such a small jar. And this eye cream, this is only my second eye cream. I've been with the company for 15 months. So they last a long time. And I put this on morning and night because I want to keep those crow's feet away.
Now, all those, the facial package, is that for all skin types?
Yes. So I'm glad you brought that up because I usually talk about that and I forgot to. So a lot of times you'll ask people, oh, you know, what is your skin like? And they're like, well, it's combination, it's oily, it's dry. The reason why is because of the ingredients that you're using on your skin. So when you're stripping the natural oils from your skin, you're going to be dry. You're going to be dry or you're going to be oily, and I'll explain why. Either your body says, holy crap, I'm so dry, I need more oil. And so it overproduces and then you're oily, or it goes, oh, I guess I don't need any more oil, and it stops producing and then you have dry. If you have combination, it's because your body doesn't know what the heck to do. And so it's like, maybe right here needs some of this and maybe right here needs none. And it literally is confused because your body, your cells don't know what to do. So there's no more of that. There's no more, I'm dry, I'm combination, I'm oily. When you use Mother Nature ingredients, your skin is just beautiful and supple and you don't have to worry about it. I have had no issues with it since I started with this line. So thank you for asking.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to share, Carol, before I go on?
Well, I mean, I wanted to ask you about another product.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the reason that I was off from work is because I had a cellulitis infection in my leg. And it caused big wounds and stuff. And so I was off from work for 7 weeks to get it healed. And the wounds are healed now, but my leg is still like super red, like almost burgundy, where the infection was at. And I know that eventually that's going to slough off and everything. But I was wondering about I think it's called Compound, that really heavy cream, because I have to keep a good lotion on it. But I would like to have something that goes deeper than what these other lotions can go. So,
and I'm glad you brought that saying deeper. I'll explain that. So we have our nourishing balm, we have our professional grade. However, what you're talking about, you'd want spot paste. So it's our rescue pack. So look up the rescue pack, but it's our spot paste and our nourishing balm combined is what you'd want to help with that issue. And the reason why we use olive oil, so the spot paste, we have all of these ones that are like paste. The reason why they're also similar is because they have the healthy cell formula in them. And so they have the same base, just different, other ingredients. But the spot paste and the nourishing balm both come in that. It comes like this, and I don't see my other product that comes with it, but it's a soothe oil. And it's a carrier oil of rosehip and jojoba and sunflower and coconut, I believe. And you put that on if you have an open wound, because otherwise this has essential oils in it and it can sting, and you don't want it to sting. So if it's super sensitive, you would want to use the carrier oil first, rub that on and then put this on so that you don't have any stinging, because stinging does not mean that it's working. It just means that it hurts. So
Yeah.
you want it to work and not to hurt. But
I don't have any more open wounds. They're all closed and stuff. That's all healed, but
so then I would
it's
probably
just where the cellulite infected it.
yeah, these two should both work. So the reason why our products go deeper is because we use olive oil, and olive oil is a fruit oil. A fruit oil is able to be absorbed and penetrate into our skin all the way through. Seed oils, nut oils cannot. They only go the first 1 to 3 layers, and they sit on the surface of our skin. So if you notice, if you use coconut oil as like a lotion, or a lot of people will say to use it for your scalp, things like that, it doesn't actually penetrate. It just sits there. So then when you go to open the door, you know, you can't open the door because it didn't absorb in. You can't hold your phone because it didn't absorb in, and it gets grease on everything. But this, like, I don't know how well you guys can see. I wish I was on my phone, because my phone, it's so much better, but it's like, it's absorbed in. There's no greasiness. It's not like slippery and slimy after putting the glow on my hand. So our products absorb in quickly, and they go deep, and they go all the way in, so that you can get the nutrition that you need. You can get those vitamins, and the olive oil helps carry it deep into your body, the nutrition that you need. So yeah, the professional grade, I'll go ahead and talk about that right now. The professional grade is more for like chronically dry skin, like dry heels, dry cracked heels, dry hands. You know, during the winter, a lot of people get really cracked. During COVID, so many people got such dry hands, right? So this is really, really great at helping with that. But the nourishing balm has different ingredients in it that are going to help actually nourish the skin, to heal things like wounds, to heal things like scars, to heal things like sunburns, things like that, versus just help with dry skin. So hopefully that makes a difference for you. I mean, like,
Okay,
you can understand the difference.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The next one that I want to talk about is deep rub. We've got about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So the next one that we're going to talk about is deep rub. And this is my favorite product. I have a lot that I love, but if I had to leave the company and they closed their doors and I had to stock up on one thing, it would be deep rub. So the deep rub is one thing that I love. They're such thick creams, it doesn't go anywhere. Like, you're not going to have your kid accidentally knock it over and you're going to lose all your product. Like, it's good, thick cream. Like, it doesn't come out. And I love that, because I love that it's so dense. They don't water it down with, water. They don't make it so that, oh, well, we're going to put all these fillers in and just give them a little bit of the goodness. A little goes a long way, because it's 100% pure Mother Nature goodness. So you're getting such dense nutrition on your skin with just a little bit. It's pretty awesome. But our deep rub is awesome for things like leg cramps, period cramps, migraines, just regular headaches, soreness. Like, if you guys work out, my husband works out, I work out, and we both get sore muscles. And this is amazing for helping with that. Or if you're out working in the yard and maybe you're holding the weed whacker and your arm gets sore, put some of this on, and it works so fast. We went to the dentist and my son needed a tooth pulled, and it was already loose. So I didn't even consider the fact that maybe it would hurt. Like, I just didn't cross my mind. So the dentist was like, well, do you have a pain medication or something for him afterwards? And I was like, nope. And she's like, well, it might hurt when he wakes up. And I was like, okay. Well, he was going hysterical. He's 9. He was screaming his head off. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And I was like, I don't even know what to do, because we lived an hour away and we didn't have anything. And all of a sudden I got the thought, hey, I have deep rub. It's Mother Nature. I didn't have to worry about putting it into his mouth and it being toxic, right? So I just rubbed it on his gums where he had gotten the tooth removed. And within less than 2 minutes, he was asleep and he slept the whole way home. And when he woke up, he told me, oh, it hurts a little bit. And I was like, okay, put a little more deep rub on, put a little bit more on. And that was it. So it works for so many things. And again, the reason why it works is because it has the nutrition that your cells need. When your body is screaming pain, when your body is screaming, throwing out acne or throwing out scarring or all these things, it's because your cells need help healing. and they don't have the building blocks they need to heal. So when you put the nutrition that they need and it sinks deep into the skin, they can heal the way they're supposed to. So helping with scarring with this is awesome. Like people that have used this that have been burned or had really bad scars, this has been really awesome at helping them. And our deep rub is just like, I just love it because I had chronic back pain for years. Melissa has been friends with me since I was like 23 or 24. And I used to have back pain so bad that I would be laid out for a week, couldn't do things. I couldn't commit to going places because who knows, my back might hurt. And since eating better and since using True Love products, if it ever hurts, I just pop some of this on and literally within about 3 to 5 minutes, back pain is completely gone and I can go about my day. And it's been such a blessing. So that one is the best. Okay, the last two that I'm going to talk about, and we have a whole bunch more, you guys. We have a bug bite cream, which my kids took upstairs, but it's a little jar like this and it's for bug bites. If you get a sting, an ant bite, a wasp sting, a spider bite, a mosquito bite, and it takes the itch away within minutes. It takes the sting away within a few minutes, and it soothes it. A lot of people are allergic to or intolerant of mosquitoes, so they get that big swelling patches, you know, around the mosquito bite rather than just the little teeny ones. And I had this girl at 4th of July this summer that she was 14 and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm like have 26 mosquito bites and she was just itching like crazy. And I was like, oh, here, try some of this. And she put some on and within 15 minutes, she was like, Mom, you need to buy whatever that is because my mosquito bites are gone. And I've never had that. Like she's been dealing with them swelling for years. And her mom was like, yeah, Sherin, send me the link. And she literally bought it right then and there. So we just have a lot. So go check it out because there's a lot on there. Take a few minutes to read through. And a lot of our products cross over. So they do multiple things. It's not like this is fantastic for sunburns. It's fantastic for scarring. It's fantastic for helping eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, dermatitis, all of those things. But it's also great for replenishing your body. If you've been out in the sun and you're dry, replenish your body. So it just has a ton of different, you know, you can kind of cross over. A lot of people also love this as their face moisturizer. So even though we have one, they want a bigger jar and this is a bigger jar. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the Jock Pack for you men. This just launched on Father's Day, well, a week before Father's Day. So it's brand new and it's really awesome. And we had a pack like this for women. It's called our Balance Pack. And I'll talk to you women about that in a minute, but this is for the men. So first of all, you want to smell good after you shower. There are, you know, all these body washes that you can get out of the shower and you still stink because it didn't kill the bacteria. It didn't kill the fungus. It didn't kill the stench, right? So it may have masked it, but it just comes back. It gets stuck in your clothing and you don't want to stink. So this is awesome because it's going to help really clean you up and get you smelling and feeling fresh. Then the Jock Cream, nobody wants sweaty, stinky balls. So this is awesome for that because you can put it on just so you can feel fresh, you can smell fresh, you can take it with you if you know you're going to go camping or if you're going to be driving on a long trip and you don't want to stink. This is awesome. And it helps you feel dry and stay dry. So, and then our Jock Paste, she formulated this to help with blood flow, to help with circulation, and again, to help with your pH balance. So you don't want to have sorry, somebody was calling on my phone. It distracted me. You don't want to get jock itch. You don't want to get fungal issues down there. So make sure that you use the Jock Paste and you're going to be feeling fresh, smelling fresh, and it's going to be awesome. And we just got this pack from my husband and so far he's been really happy with it. And then our Balance Pack for the women. And this is actually the travel size. The full size is the same size as our Sunshine Balm. So that's the full size one. That's the travel size one. And we have our Feminine Balm, our Private Paste, and our Intimacy. And the Private Paste, again, is going to be really similar to the man's. It's going to help keep us balanced down there so we can have like no UTIs, no yeast infections, no BV, all that kind of stuff. It's going to help us smell fresh and feel fresh. And then the feminine balm is the same thing, is the jock paste or jock cream for the guys. When you need to feel fresh in between showers, put this stuff on. When you need to smell fresh, put this stuff on. And then the Intimacy is a lube and a massage oil. I really, really love this. It's fantastic. It has great slippage. It's real thin and it doesn't dry out quickly. I'm just going to show you guys just a small amount, but it's like, it will stay slippery for a long time. And that's really, really nice. Both partners will enjoy it. So that is our balance pack. And then I think that's the travel pack. I wanted to talk to you about this one, and then I think that's it. So the travel pack is a fantastic way to get started because it's got 2 of our packs in one. So it has our facial set, all the ones that are red. It's got our facial set, and then it has our body pack, which has the body wash, the body lotion, and the body scrub. And so right now, with that being on sale, again, all of our packs are normally $79, but they're on sale through Saturday for $53. You will get free shipping. The party comes with free shipping, so you don't have to worry about that, which is awesome. And everything comes with a 60-day money back guarantee. So no shipping, 30% off, and money back guarantee. Fan-freaking-tastic time to jump in and try our products. And then you can also travel with it because it's travel size. So if you have any more travel plans before the end of the year, this is a fantastic set to grab. Okay, any more questions? And then I'll just say a few more things and we will wrap it up. Any other questions from anybody?
A question.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jackie.
Hi,
I probably
Jackie.
should know this already, but what is the brand of the products?
The what?
Brand?
Oh, the brand is called True Love.
Oh, that is the brand. Okay. Are you familiar with Somoderm?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. It's a product I'm using now, but it's the same idea, but it sounds interesting. I'll continue to listen.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the reason why it's called True Love. It's actually a really, really cute story. So the CEO and her husband, when they were trying to create the company, they were trying to come up with a name and build their website and all that kind of stuff. And they were like, well, we can't call it the wart paste company because nobody's going to buy any products from a wart paste. They're not going to buy a facial from wart paste. So they were toying with different names and stuff like that. And one day they were walking together and he's like, guess what? I named the company. I even bought the domain. And she's like, what? Without talking to me? And he said, yeah, I decided to name it True Love. And she's like, all right, that's interesting. Why? And he says, because only a true love would work as hard as you did to create the products to heal me. And her husband was so blessed and so appreciative of her creating that he wanted to name the company after her showing him true love. So I think that's kind of
so sweet.
I agree, because I'm like, a lot of husbands are not that sentimental and that sweet. And so I think that's very cute that he decided to do that. And anyway, so that is everything about the products. So I love the benefits for mental. And so I want to talk a little bit more about that, because a lot of other, like I said, a lot of other companies, they've got great products. I am not going to diss any other company's products, but they aren't going to help your physical, your mental, your emotional. They'll help your physical. They might make your skin look great. They might make you feel great, but most of them are not going to help with all 3. And so that is something that has just been huge, because depression, anxiety, stress, overwhelm has just been so rampant in society. And this is totally nothing to do with True Love. This is me on a side note. I like to learn and I like to research. And a big part of that is because of the toxins. Our bodies cannot function the way they're supposed to. We get blocks in our cells, we get blocks in our minds, we get blocks in our kidneys, in our liver, in our intestines. And then we start having pain, we start having discomfort, we start having mental issues. And when you're in pain, you're not happy. It hurts. It's really hard to function through pain. And a lot of times people have been in pain for so long that even though they feel like, oh, maybe I'm in a pain of a 4, to somebody else, if you were to just walk in and take on that person's pain, you'd be at a 10 because you hadn't learned to live with that. And so when you're living at a pain scale of a 10 on a regular basis, you get to be really grouchy. You get to be depressed. You get to be feeling overwhelmed because it's hard to function. It's hard to think and process when you're at such a, state. So it's really important to clean up your food, your household products, your skincare products. Even if you never decide to buy from me, if you walk away from this and you just learn to go start researching on your own, start realizing what chemicals are, it's going to be a huge benefit for you. So what I want to offer you guys tonight, I have 2 awesome PDFs that I've created. One of them is a PDF that gives you the top 10 toxins and that are going to be in these type of products, what you can find them on the label as. Some of them are named 25 different things. They can be put on a label 25 different ways. And it's very sneaky because then you don't know. You're like, oh, doesn't have lauryl sodium sulfate in it, I'm good. Well, it could be named right? All these different things and you don't know. Okay. So I sell that on my website because I have a whole another website called Whole Healing Oasis that I educate people on whole body health. And so over there, I sell that for $10. But I want you guys to have that free tonight. So anybody that decides to purchase anything $35 or less will get that for free. And then my other PDF is the 10 ways to start detoxing, getting rid of the fragrances in your home, getting rid of the food sources that are going to be chemical, getting rid of the body care that's going to be chemical, and the laundry soap and the dish soap and the cleaners and all those things that go into our lives, into our atmosphere. And the cool thing about that one is it's interactive. You can click on the links. It's going to take you to other, not me. I don't sell all this stuff. This is just other products that I have found that have worked so well, that are toxin free, that are awesome. And so I have created this PDF that you can click through to all of those different things. And so you don't have to do the research yourself. And that I sell for $25, but I want you guys to have that for free tonight. So anybody that spends 50 or more will get that. And then if you spend 75 or more, you get both of them for free. So I just wanted you guys to know that because I know that it's going to be such a help when you can go read through what you do already have and say, oh, this one's actually really good. I'm going to keep using that. Oh, this one's got 23 chemicals in it. That's going to go. And that way you can be empowered to start making decisions on your own and to start cleaning up your health on your own so that you can start feeling better and start thriving at life. So any last questions before we get off?
How do we order them?
You will order them through the link that Melissa sent to our group chat. Did you see that?
Let me see if I can see it. Did she send it? Hold on.
So once you have that, you can send that to your family and your friends. And I can't just post it. I was going to say, I'll just post it here, but I'm like, hang on, let me see if I can real quick. And then you guys can click through. Nope, it won't let me minimize because I'm recording, but you know what? I can stop recording. Hang on.
Okay.